I am Keys. This is Netlink Daily. That is a camera. He is a Barret. This is Tech News. And this is Netlink Daily. And this is Manny. Intel has officially launched their new Scalable Processor family of Xeon processors, complete with a dig at AMD. There are dozens of chips being launched with a much different naming scheme and no easy way to tell which parts are the successors to last generation's counterparts. But the most interesting thing about this launch is that, for the first time in a long time, there's an actual competitor to these Xeons that are worth considering: AMD's EPYC processors. And Intel knows this, as they've taken to referring to EPYC's modular die design as glued on. Ooh, sassy. Shots fired. Now, if you're not in the corporate server market, you almost certainly don't have to worry about the specifics, but if you're curious, we've linked some detailed articles in the news sources forum post linked in the description. Google's Pixel phone continues to be one of the most popular Android phones on the market, so the internet got understandably excited when leaked images of its successor appeared. Android Police first revealed the image, which isn't actually a photograph or an official render, but an approximation of the design of the phone based on information from sources that they deem extremely reliable. That sounds pretty flaky, but Android Police has been accurate with its leaks and predictions in the past. They're claiming the phone will be made by LG with a 6-inch AMOLED display flanked by very small bezels and with a squeezable frame, just like the HTC U11. No information on pricing or release date was leaked, unfortunately, so I guess you could say in terms of practical knowledge, this is almost useless. Speaking of practical knowledge, here's some. Today, over 200 entities, from online services to news publications, updated their websites to make statements about the Net Neutrality Day of Action. The event is being held in response to the FCC's proposed rollback of the net neutrality protections put in place by former chairman Tom Wheeler. If you're still foggy on what net neutrality is, Total Biscuit just put up an excellent video explaining the concept, but basically, it's a belief that internet access should be treated as a utility like water or gas, where you're charged for how much you use, not what you use it for. That way, ISPs like AT&T or Verizon can't charge extra for premium internet fast lanes or do things like charge for third-party streaming services while discounting their own services. Google, Facebook, Reddit, Twitter, Netflix, Twitch, and even the inventor of the web itself, Tim Berners-Lee, posted statements encouraging users to tell the FCC they want the net neutrality rules to stay in place. It remains to be seen what impact, if any, this will have on current Chairman Ajit Pai's intention to remove the rules. Tell you what though, why don't you guys let everyone know in the comments what you think about net neutrality, and make sure to try your best to start a flame war while you're at it. That sounds like a good idea. Whoa, is this the part of the show where we do quick bits? Yeah, nice. Logitech has gone ahead and bought Astro, best known for making gaming headsets, for $85 million in cash. As part of the Logitech gaming brand, the Astro team will focus on making products for consoles. Videocars.com claims to have info confirming leaks first published by German site 3D Center concerning RX Vega. The leak describes 3 variants of Vega: XL, XT, and XTX, the latter of which is apparently a codename for the Frontier Edition card, which is already out. Intriguing but not concrete, so keep your pants on, Sparky. We'll know more July 30th. Dell introduced the Latitude 7000, the world's first 2-in-1 wireless charging hybrid laptop, although you need to buy an extra wireless charging pad and separate keyboard that supports it. Like, it has 2 keyboards, one for regular use and one for wireless charging, but they look very similar. No one said innovation was cheap, guys. Microsoft will begin pilot projects in 12 states over the next year, aiming to provide 2 million Americans in rural areas with high-speed wireless internet, because they want those people to buy Windows 10 and Microsoft services. I mean, because they care. Facebook has added live streaming capability to its Facebook Spaces social VR platform. It will allow someone using a VR headset to pick up a virtual camera which will feed video to the audience. Facebook and Oculus are kind of creepy together, but this actually sounds cool. And Hyperloop One says it actually ran a successful full-scale test back in May, but we're only hearing about it now. A transit sled hit 70 miles per hour in a vacuum, which is far short of the 750 miles per hour that it's eventually meant to reach, but can you hit 70 miles per hour by yourself in a vacuum? Didn't think so. So still impressive. Sources for all of today's news stories can be found in the NCIX forum post linked in the description, as I said previously. Hey, potatoes are real. I don't care what anyone says.
They're not real.
They're real, Mom. Speaking of potatoes, let's talk about something that isn't one. That could refer to pretty much anything. That's a bit of a lame segue. But here's something that isn't lame: Rad Power bikes. Dang, I did it twice. Rad Power makes premium electric bikes and sells them directly to you, so you end up paying often less than half the price of other comparable bikes on the market. Plus, you guys can get an additional $50 off at the link in the corner there and in the description. There's the Rad City for commuters, Rad Rover for all-terrain biking, the Rad Mini, the only electric folding bike with front and rear cargo racks, and the heavy-duty cargo bike we tested, the Rad Wagon. I rode it the 12 kilometers to and from my apartment a few times, and I'm still riding it actually, and it's working pretty awesome. Every Rad Power bike has a 750 watt direct drive motor, the most powerful motor you can have on an e-bike while remaining street legal actually. The twist throttle ramps up gradually so you won't jerk forward when you accelerate. There's also 5 different levels of pedal assistance, so you can pedal and the motor will kind of help you out a bit, so it's not cheating. Max speed is 20 miles per hour and it can go between 20 to 40 miles on a single charge. As I said, I tested it out and I'm still using it regularly, and as a somewhat out of shape person, it makes biking a lot easier and a lot more fun. Like I said, if you guys are interested, you can get $50 off any of the 4 Rad Power models by clicking the link below and entering the code NCIX at checkout. The Rad Wagon goes for around $1,600, but most electric bikes are way more than that, so it's not a bad deal. Alright, that's it for Nailing Daily, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Click over here for previous videos. Check us out on Twitter over there. But as always, like the video if you liked it, comment below for fans with benefits, and subscribe for more videos like this from NCIX. Now, I must go. It's very late in the day. Oh, geez. Is that the time?